Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I'm Chris Chaos here with Chaos Predicts the Royal Rumble weekend, because I'm also going to predict the NXT TakeOver event from San Antonio tomorrow night. Now, I'm going to jump right ahead into that because I think that is worth it. I've got Roderick Strong, Asuka. By the way, Asuka, Ember Moon, Orlando. Ember Moon wins. I'm making that prediction already right now. It just makes the most sense. That's the next fight. Authors of Pain, the new champions. Ty Dillinger, Nakamura retains. Now, as a lot of people know, there's been a lot of rumors going around on the internet about the card for Wrestlemania. I just had to write down a note. So let me give you, for those of you that don't know, the rumored card that is going around. Orton versus Bray Wyatt, WWE title match. Shaq versus The Big Show. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. John Cena versus Samoa Joe. Goldberg, Lesnar, Taker, Reigns, Universal title. Jericho, KO, U.S. title. Charlotte, Nia Jax, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Raw Women's title. And then just a whole slew of different variations of matches for the women's title on SmackDown. I saw Alexa and Nikki. I saw Becky and Mickey. I saw Mickey and Nikki. They just throw them all four together. Hell, I don't care. Throw Naomi in there too. You know, who cares? Throw Natalya in. Why not just make it a whole big Rumble? Why not? Just have another big thing at WrestleMania. I think most of that's garbage. And so I'm just going to step away from it. I want to talk about the Rumble first, because I want to give ample time to talk about the WWE title match, which I think is the most important aspect of this whole weekend. And I will get into reasons why. As far as the Royal Rumble goes, there are 16 spots that people have not entered from and won. So that's going to be 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 20, 23, 25, 26. Scratch that, not 23. Lex Luger won from 23 in 1994, which I have up here but don't have here. So see, it's all on my notes here. So yeah. So there's 15. There are 15 slots still open. I gotta shout out my homeboy J Ray. He said he feels 17. 17 felt like a lucky number. To me, I'm thinking either 7 or 24. And I'm leaning more to 7. So I'm not putting anything on it, but I just feel like 7. I'm not predicting 7, but I just kind of feel like 7's just kind of giving me a good vibe. And 7 is a really good number anyway. So those are the numbers anyway. Now, there are 22 names announced officially for the Royal Rumble. And I'm not going to go through them because we already know who they are. But what is interesting to note is there are only 8 SmackDown. 13 from Raw, and then The Undertaker, because he doesn't affiliate with either show. Or he says he does what he wants. So I decided not to piss the dead man off, and I didn't want to put him on either show. Even though I think he should be a SmackDown guy. But anyway, that's just my opinion of it. He can do whatever he wants. So, who are those other 8 guys? My predictions: 23, Pete Dunne. 24, Tyler Bates. From the UK tournament, the finals. Those two in the Royal Rumble, 23 and 24. 25, Apollo Crews. 26, Kalisto. Just to give SmackDown 2 more. I say Ty Dillinger comes in. He's also, I feel like, going to go to SmackDown. So that gives SmackDown another one. So now they're up to 11 instead of 8, which kind of evens it out a little bit more. Shaq, because I think the Big Show Shaq match is going to happen. So I'll say Shaq. And what did I say, Samoa Joe? Finn Balor. I can't say that. I've heard reports that he'll be ready by WrestleMania. We're still a long way from WrestleMania, but I just have this feeling inside of me that I wish I would have had when Edge came back. And then when John Cena came back. We've seen this multiple times where guys get hurt and they come back super early to make the Rumble. I mean, Cena did it in 2008. He came back in New York and won. Edge did it in 2010. I believe it was in Philly. I'm not sure about that. Maybe it was Phoenix. I can't remember. But he came back in 2010 and won the Rumble from 28. And, you know, who knows? My gut tells me Finn Balor. So that's what I'm going. Now, as far as winners of the Royal Rumble, I got to go through all my notes. I've got several pages here. Just different things I'm writing down. You know, it could be anybody, really. This year, there's not just one guy. There's not one guy that you can point to say, yeah. And if anybody says that there is, you're out of your fucking mind and you don't know what you're talking about. I have went over this and over this and over this for the past 3 days until my mind is just tired. I tried going over this. I'm so Royal Rumbled out that I'm not going to... I'm glad that Royal Rumble's not for another year, because after this, I'm going to be Royal Rumble dead. Okay? Because I watched every Royal Rumble from 88 to 2016. And I just finished the last 4 today. So I'm kind of Royal Rumble crazy right now. And I'll be glad when it's over. So, as far as a fan, because at the end of the day, that's what we all are. We all love this business. We're all fans of this business. If we're not, then, you know, what the fuck are we doing? Miz, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Xavier Woods. Those are 5 names that I would be thrilled with. Any one of those names, I would be absolutely thrilled with. And you notice that 3 of those names come from SmackDown. I would be absolutely thrilled with any of those. Especially Sami Zayn and especially Xavier Woods. I would be the most happy for, because I just can see Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania for the Universal title. I can just see it. They had an epic feud in Ring of Honor that spilled over once they got to NXT, and then that spilled over into the main roster. Why not let it spill one more time over into the grandest stage of all at WrestleMania? Why not? As far as possible winners go, Taker, Orton, Finn Balor. And so my official prediction for the Royal Rumble is Finn Balor. And I don't know how they're going to make it work, but come to think about it, if I don't get the John Cena Undertaker match at WrestleMania, I would love, absolutely love, and this is something that I haven't really heard anybody say. I think I heard 1 or 2 say this on Twitter. Finn Balor versus The Undertaker. And why not have it for the Universal title? Maybe The Undertaker demands a Universal title match at Fastlane in, I believe, 4 weeks from tonight, or from this Sunday. 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks? Maybe it's 3 weeks. Hell, I can't remember. 4 weeks, probably 4 or 5 weeks. Anyway. And gets the shot, Finn Balor, can tackle The Undertaker. Now, as far as my predictions for the Royal Rumble, I've got Sheamus and Cesaro retaining, Nia Jax beating Sasha Banks, Nikki, Naomi, and Becky winning. I've got Charlotte retaining. I've got Neville winning the Cruiserweight title, Roman Reigns winning the Universal title. Yes, I know. With Kevin Owens losing. We will know. If Roman Reigns wins the Universal title, we'll know that Sami Zayn's not going to win. Let's just go there. Although I would love to see it. And as far as the WWE title match, AJ Styles retains. Because he has to. He has to. Look, WWE buried AJ. That whole segment on Tuesday, I'm still pissed off about it. And I got even more pissed off on Wednesday when I found out that, by the way, it wasn't the Today Show, it was Today's Talk, or whatever, that they do after the Today Show. And they buried him again. They showed footage from SmackDown of SmackDown showing footage of them on air. Which is confusing, I know, but stick with me. And they still buried AJ Styles. They still buried him. I'm done. I never watched the Today Show. I don't care. I'm always working. You know, I actually have a job and don't have time to sit around and watch the Today Show with all Matt Lauer and all them other motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck's going on in WWE. But anyway, or wrestling, period. I don't know why I threw Matt Lauer under the bus. He wasn't even in that segment. I'm sorry, Matt. You deserve better than that. But Al Roker, you can suck a fat cock because you suck. I don't care if you've lost 400 pounds. You still suck. You sucked then, and you suck now. AJ needs one more time to beat up John Cena. One more time. I don't feel like AJ is going to go into WrestleMania as the champion. Whether or not the rumors are true about Bray winning the title at the Elimination Chamber, regardless, if it's Bray or not, I think AJ probably loses the title then. Because I think AJ is going to be destined for something better at the grandest stage of all. I don't know what that is. Is it with Shane McMahon? Maybe. That could make sense. I don't know. I have no clue. But AJ needs to beat John Cena. Especially after John Cena not only punked him out, but blatantly disrespected him on national. Look, and I'm still hot about it. How the fuck dare you, John Cena, to go on a show that is on NBC in the middle of the day when non-wrestling fans are watching, that you could draw in and say, come with me to the Royal Rumble. Let's do this. Let's take back the WWE title. This will be my 16th reign. I'll tie the greatest ever as far as title reigns. I'm going up against this tough son of a phenomenal AJ Styles. He's beaten me before, but I know this time I have his number, and I'm going to beat him, and I'm going to get my title, and I'm going to have the tied record. But no, he didn't do that. They laughed it off, some guy from Georgia. Look, if I was AJ Styles the minute John Cena walked in the dressing room or walked in the building on SmackDown Tuesday, I'd have punched him in the face. And I would have probably kept punching him in the face had I known about this beforehand until somebody pulled me off of him. As a man, you don't get disrespected. You don't, in the business, you don't go out of your way to disrespect the locker room, somebody you're working, much less you got a match. Fine. It's a televised match. Not only is it a televised match, it's on pay-per-view. Not only is it on pay-per-view, but it's on one of the 4 major pay-per-views of the year. Not only is it on one of the 4 major pay-per-views of the year, it's probably the 2nd biggest pay-per-view of the year. And not only is it that, but it's for the WWE title, which should be made out to be the most precious thing in the world. Seems like Miz needs to win it to make it that way. Look what he did to the Intercontinental title. Anyway, that's all I got. I've had it with that segment. I'm still pissed off. I'm going to be pissed off. And if WWE gives John Cena that title on Sunday, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to blast on WWE because it is really, really wrong. They have wasted AJ Styles for a year, building him up to go down like that. AJ needs to, if that happens, he needs to leave and go back to Japan where he's actually respected. Or back to ROH, where you know he can make a living. Maybe see what the new owners of TNA are going to do. Who knows? That's all I've got. Deuces. Cast out.